cost is. Purchasing the fortress of gorgeous acres enormous. Car park full of foreigners and women just waiting on us. We living the dream. Y'all living like hell is earthbound. We are not the same. You've been a lame since birth, pal. I don't feel sorry. I recommend they go dirt bound. Doggy dog world and you've been looking like Chuck Brown.
Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I'm humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. I've seen this man beat up 5 people for picking on him about drinking milk. He is the green-eyed bandit. He fights people. Sometimes he bites people. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can whoop your daddy ass. The one and only Roosevelt. What's happening?
Yo, what's going on, people? What up, B? How you feeling?
Oh, man, blessed and highly favored, as the old folks would say. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you asking, my brother. How you doing?
A little bit better, I finally got that tooth pulled out. Now it feels like a black hole in the back of my face now. So as soon as that heals up, I'll be 100% ready to go, brother man.
You and them crocodile teeth you got, boy. Listen, just don't eat nothing that's gonna get stuck back there. You know what I'm saying? So avoid certain foods, popcorn, ribs, anything that got like just a little extra meat on it. Just don't even do it. Just don't even do it. Just eat carrots.
I had waffles for breakfast this morning. I had baby food bananas for lunch, and then I had waffles and grits this evening for dinner. So I'm good. I'm good to go.
Well, you sound like you starving. That's like struggle meals. What kind of waffles? Is it Eggo waffles?
Yes, Eggo waffles. Yes, indeed.
I thought you was talking about some real organic waffles with nuts and berries, oats and shit in it.
No, all that extra shit. No, I just need some
that shit. Don't seen Eggo waffles?
Lego my Eggo.
I ain't never seen nothing that was elastic. You got damn near feel that. Eggo waffles are indestructible, Jack, but they are delicious when you throw them shits in the microwave. I'm just
exactly. And that's the thing. People were like, "Yo, you don't put it in the toaster? They don't put it in the toaster for it all crunchy."
Don't nobody want no crunchy Eggo.
Crunchy ass waffle.
Nobody want a crunchy ass waffle. I've always been partial to the soft waffles, but some people like to throw it in the toaster or throw it in the air fryer. I prefer eat but if I was gonna eat one, I'm gonna throw it in the microwave. I ain't gonna throw it in the oven or the air fryer to get crispy. Who likes crispy waffles? Nobody. I don't know. If you crispy waffles out there in the chat, just type crispy waffles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And I hear on TikTok land, if you like your waffles microwave, type microwave. If you like them crispy, I'm gonna pray for your deliverance and question your choices in life.
Yeah, don't nobody want no crispy ass waffles. I'm just saying. That's just it's just me. You know what I'm saying? But we hope that you guys are doing great out there. Shout out to everyone on Facebook and Instagram. Shout out to everyone watching us from YouTube. If you're listening to us via Pandora, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcast, we appreciate you listening to your boys, and shout out to the truckers. That's right. They make America run, huh? They run the lifeblood of the country, man. So shout out to the truckers, everybody out there on the road to listen to us and support your boys at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. But Roosevelt, what you got on our hot topics?
Man, ain't lots. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. We're going to do your favorite portion of the show. We ain't done it in a long time. You know what it
Long
is.
time.
It's hot
It's
topics.
hot topics. Oh man, what we got, brother?
Man, let's start off about a show that we don't really talk about very often because they ain't got shit going on. And as we can see right now, they still ain't got shit going on. That is AEW. They had their State of the Union address.
Sir, how dare you? I'm just speaking up for all the AEW stands. I don't give a damn, but I'm just speaking up for all the AEW stands because they say Brian Renegade ain't fair. So I'm just speaking up for those AEW fans that love AEW. How damn dare you? Okay, continue.
Okay, yeah. Hey, look, the way that you just sound like the AEW fans. One person. They don't really got much going on. They got the All In that they got coming up in 2025. It's going to be in Texas. But their State of the Union conference, whatever they call it, did not do very well in attendance. In fact, compared to the one that they had in the very first All In State of the Union to now, it looks like a Trump rally. They do it like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to Obama rally.
Yeah.
We remember that. We remember that.
Well, AEW it definitely has some new talent, and they, that's the thing that I will say about AEW. They always producing fresh talent, and they have their ears to the ground when it comes to the indie scene because they do invite quite a few indie wrestlers on the show to showcase what they can do, and I think that's what the AEW crowd appreciates is seeing new fresh talent and then seeing having a place for some of their favorites who were in the WWE that went down and started doing other things like Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley and MVP. I'm happy that they have a home to do what they are doing. So Swerve Strickland. Same thing with him and a couple of other people who went to Edge revitalized his career in sorts, He was able to do some fun things that he wanted to. And Christian absolutely has been killing it in AEW as of late. Now, all of these stars are coming to AEW, and that's great. All of these indie wrestlers are being able to premiere on AEW, and that's great. But it's something that they are missing, and the low attendance is definitely showing that.
Absolutely. But I will say that they are reporting that their ticket sales are doing large numbers. They've already reached $1 million in ticket sales, and the show isn't until June. So that sounds pretty good. However, there's always an however with AEW. Mercedes Moné is wanting Beyonce to appear at AEW's All In and do a performance for her. So that $1 million that Tony Khan has made, it's already out the door. He done already spent it. If he gonna get Beyonce at All In, that money gone long time ago. So I don't know. I don't know what the mindset is to get Beyonce. I don't get it. I don't know.
I get it. I mean, if Mercedes Moné is saying that she's the boss and she's this larger than figure, then why not get Beyonce? You know what I'm saying? Why not? In case of emergency, break glass to get Beyonce on your side.
That's kind of far fetched. That's a reach.
I don't think that the AEW crowd cares about Beyonce. They've had quite a few rappers on the show, which is great, and in attendance. But I don't really think that AEW's crowd and Beyonce mix.
No,
I don't know.
Ain't no beehive in AEW.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of beehivians. What do you call them? Beehivians? People in beehives? Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is a lot of people who enjoy her music. But I see Beyonce 100% making the appearance at a WWE event. I mean, that just makes sense. Just because they are. Yeah. But I mean, if they can pull it off, claps and taps. You know what I'm saying? I take my hat off to you.
Now,
You
my
know what I
question
mean?
to you: if AEW does pull this off, what does it do for their following, for their fan base? Like, what does it do for the company as a whole if they were to pull in someone like Beyonce at their next All In event?
If Beyonce was wrestling, that'd be different. If Beyonce was making like 4-5 appearances, and then she was wrestling Mercedes Moné, you would move the needle. You would move the needle for sure. But her making an appearance, I mean, what's she gonna be in the crowd? Is she gonna be backstage? She gonna perform?
That's what Mercedes Moné wanted. She wanting her to perform, and you only made $1 million in ticket sales.
Just go ahead and get Keisha Cole and call it a day.
That's it. That's it.
Just go ahead and call Sexy Red. Call Sexy Red and get them.
Yeah, your bag ain't Bergen, okay? Your bag is more like Associateds, a little corner store.
Yeah, go ahead and call out, and I'm sure they would love to do it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and call though, but you kind of trying to get Beyonce. Only way Beyonce makes sense if she wrestles with somebody.
Yeah, and that's we all know that ain't happening. Because Beyonce ain't getting in the ring to get slapped by nobody, and Jay-Z
nobody.
Anyway, so AEW
don't even go down that rabbit hole.
Good luck in everything that you're trying to do. And we hope that it all works out for you. Moving on back to the flagship company, WWE. Elijah Holyfield, son of the legend and boxing icon Evander Holyfield, has officially entered the world of professional wrestling, making his WWE debut. This is big news from WWE because Evander Holyfield has been in the WWE before. He actually had a boxing match against Matt Hardy with MVP in his corner, in Evander Holyfield's corner. And I want to say it was a feud going on between MVP and Matt Hardy. And MVP decided to call in Evander Holyfield. And he ended up getting knocked out himself. I remember that.
It was clean. It was clean knockout. Yeah, I believe he really felt that one. Yeah,
he's still feeling that one. But Elijah Holyfield is making his WWE debut with the LFG. For those who don't know, LFG is it is called what is it called? Something Future Legends. Where is it? Legends and Future Grace reality show.
Okay.
It's called Legends and Future Grace. And this is a show that WWE is kind of like the Tough Enough way back in the way. We just showed my video, my Tough Enough video from long time. This is going to feature legends taking on some rookies and showing them the ropes and kind of mentoring and guiding them to becoming WWE superstars and maybe future legends all in their own right. So shout out to Elijah Holyfield. We hope that he does pretty good. He was a NFL running back for the Cincinnati Bengals. He just made his transition into WWE to professional wrestling. So we'll see what happens, man. I mean, he's got a good look. He's in great shape. That's a big guy. That's a dude. And if he hit like his daddy, guys,
if he hit like his daddy, good night. That's all. Well, we got the villain of the Best Damn Wrestling podcast in the building. He makes the Grinch look like a Teletubby. This man is an entrepreneur. He is a world-renowned photographer. He puts on productions. What does he not do? He is the Renaissance man, the villain of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. LP, what's happening?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing? Sorry, I'm
What
late.
up, P?
It's good, man. We just chilling like we does. You know what I'm saying? What's happening with you?
Nothing much. Editing. My regular life.
We're
You
doing
sound like
we're
you
doing
sound like you need a hug or something. This you sound like you need a hug or something. This just my regular life. Man, you do spectacular things every day, LP. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
LP, so we're doing hot topics right now. We're talking about Elijah Holyfield, Evander Holyfield's son, making his way into WWE's new program called LFGs, Legends and Future
Greats.
Yeah, Future Greats reality show, kind of like Tough Enough. What are your thoughts there? Do you even know anything much about it?
Is that a thing with Booker T?
It has Booker T in it, but there's a bunch of other legends that's going to be involved in it as well.
I don't know
Legends
that.
like Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Mickey James, Bubba Ray, and Booker T.
Okay, yeah, I saw a clip today of Booker T talking to some guys, and one of them was rolling his eyes or something. And Booker T jacked his ass up.
Oh, that's an old.
That was an old clip, probably on Tough Enough. Yeah.
Oh, so I thought that was for something new.
Yeah, I want to see Booker T jack somebody up. What you over there laughing?
Well, why is it coming out now?
Because I think it's because of the LFG. The people are talking about the reality show, and they're going back saying, remember when Booker T yanked up old boy for rolling his eyes and acting like he didn't care about what Booker T was talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was something new.
Yeah, but I hope he do yoke somebody up. Somebody getting yoked up. Somebody getting sitting home crying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a question for you guys, man. Seeing that WWE has this reality show, and they're gonna have a bunch of legends up here as mentors and guides. If you were to go to the WWE and you had to be mentored by a legend, who would you want to be mentored by?
Shawn Michaels.
Why?
Because he's Shawn Michaels. There's no explanation. He's Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has a great mind for wrestling. He is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. The original Mr. WrestleMania. And he just from his whole entire career, Shawn Michaels has been that guy. And even him turning over a new leaf and having a new walk with God, and becoming religious and being a guide and a mentor to young people, man, I think that's an inspiring story that not a lot of people know and that needs to be heard. So I think that Shawn Michaels will be a great person to get mentored by, because he's done everything and pioneered a lot of matches in the WWE, and he is a fixture, definitely a Mount Rushmore figure for a lot of people. So if I had to get mentored by anybody, it's Shawn freaking Michaels.
Okay. What about you, LP?
It's quite a few guys actually, but if I had to pick one, I probably would say Stone Cold, just because Stone Cold know how it was from coming up from the ground up. He wasn't never really given anything. He had to earn everything. I think that he would be able to, he know ins and out more than most. Yeah, I think he knows the business side. He knows I never heard Stone Cold doing steroids. Like, outside of that one time when he got in trouble, he for the most part, he kept a level head with his stuff or whatever. I think I would say that. And he was one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest star You know, it's debatable, it's arguable, of all time. So why would you not want to learn from the greatest of all time?
Okay.
Uh,
For
Go ahead.
me, it would have to be Randy Orton, either mainly because he's been able to withstand the test of time and to be able to change not so much his character, but be able to change along with the changes of the times. You know what I mean? Like he's been through several different generations of professional wrestling, and he grew up in it. You know, as his dad and his grandfather were also professional wrestlers, so he grew up in it from birth all the way until it was time for him to go and make his debut with WWE and OVW and all of that. And to this day, he's still out there. He's kicking it. He's doing it. He's had the charisma. He's learned how to change his personality and his mentality for it to fit the character that he is in that time, and to be able to give the fans exactly what they're looking for, whether it was a sadistic heel who's walking around kicking people's heads off, or this really, really cool baby face that you want to just sit there and sing his music with him. So my pick would have to be Randy Orton.
Okay. I got two more. So if I had to pick, I'm gonna do three. I would definitely say Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because I mean the transformation of his career has been it needs to be studied. I mean, I don't care how if LPTs his movies and trash on his movies. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a megastar and a businessman, and not to mention on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore as well for greatest wrestlers of all time, and for him to be ahead of the board for the WWE and TKO Holdings. I think that's great, and that's a great transition, man. And then Mark Henry. Mark Henry is a brilliant wrestling mind, and he has brought a lot of people that we watch today on TV to the table, and been able to get them jobs, as well as his son. Man, I think that wherever his son decides to go, whether it's WWE or AEW, Mark Henry has carved a pathway for his son to be able to thrive and survive in the wrestling business if he chose to. And also, Mark Henry has his own promotion, man. Shout out to All Caribbean Wrestling, and actually, they just got a TV deal for next year, man. So that's great, man. Congratulations to them. That's huge. But yeah, definitely, Mark Henry is probably one of the great minds in wrestling that not a lot of people talk about. So I would say those two.
Okay, you got two more, LP, or one more?
And it got to be just a wrestler?
No, anybody.
Oh, well, I'll pick JR. I mean, JR knows more about the business on all aspects.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, front of the scenes, you know, even wrestling. He knows what makes a good wrestler, what makes a bad wrestler, what makes a good promo, what makes a bad promo. It was close. I was gonna say Paul Heyman, but if those two are very, very close together, but people probably wouldn't think about JR. But JR would definitely be a great mentor.
Yeah, I can see that.
My other two would definitely be Paul Heyman, because he's a guy that who learned on the fly, you know, how to bring a company from the ground up, and he is still one of those guys who will tell you, you know, he doesn't know everything, but he's learning as he goes. He's learning how to do new things and change things, and the way that he thinks about how to deliver a specific moment or some type of storyline or whatever. Like there was one where he was looking like he was distressed when Roman Reigns left, and he was up under Solo Sikoa, and his eyes was bloodshot red, and he looked like
disheveled. Is
yeah,
the word. Very disheveled.
yeah. And they said that, you know, the report said that he had made sure that he didn't sleep for over 24 hours just to deliver that look. You know what I mean? So for someone to have the type of dedication to do something like that, like Paul Heyman has done, why would you not want to learn certain things from him and certain aspects of the business? And my other pick would definitely be Michael Cole. Michael Cole is a guy who, you hear from a lot of WWE superstars now who say they go to Michael Cole for advice for a lot of different things inside and outside of professional wrestling. So Michael Cole would definitely be my other pick. And he's been around it for a very long time too. And he has figured out how to move from backstage correspondent to, the head guy for the commentary and working with all the talent and helping them to be able to deliver their character. So that way he can tell the story behind the scenes as well as they tell the story in the ring. So Michael Cole would be my other pick.
I'm not mad at Michael Cole. I like that. And Michael Cole has also had a little skit in the ring. I know a lot of people hated that time, but he definitely had a little bit of time inside the ring. So, yeah, Michael Cole is a great wrestling mind. Best Damn Nation, which wrestler would you want to be mentored by if you would just so happen to go to the WWE and be a wrestler? And that's what we're talking about right now. But yeah, those are definitely some great minds to be able to learn from. Straight up and down, Jack. Let's make a pivot real quick because I know I want to talk about it with LP. I want to get his thoughts on it. Matter of fact, we might have to go old school with LP and do a little rant. If you will. You down for a rant, LP?
Oh Lord, what am I ranting on?
We're going to talk about the death of the New Day. And you had some things to say about the New Day that were unsavory. But I want you to do a tough talk on the New Day, man, and just where they're headed, man, and what your honest thoughts on the whole thing. We haven't done this in a while, but I'm excited. Beautiful people, prepare yourself for a little tough talk.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my!
All right, so tough talk to the New Day. Where do I start? I guess I would start with to Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. You guys are the dumbest guys I've ever seen in my life. First of all, if you want to get rid of New Day, that's great. Y'all want to stop tap dancing and flipping pancakes, that's great. But what you don't want to do is make it so you would dig a hole so deep you might not be able to climb out of. Big E was the heart and soul of the New Day. Without Big E, you didn't have a New Day. Since Big E be gone, you haven't really had a New Day. Y'all been trying to hold on to that shit. They was holding on to the New Day when Diaz broke up and X-Pac was still wearing the damn Degeneration X shirt. It's over with, bro. What you still wearing that damn shirt for? It's over with. So y'all bring your boy Big E out there, and it's a total flip. Shout outs to whoever decided to do that because nobody saw this coming. None of us saw this coming. We thought it was about to be Kofi and Xavier Woods going back and forth. So shout out to that. But your guys made a mistake because now you're getting booed out of now you're getting booed out of the arenas. You can't even talk. And what's going to happen after this? Big E is clearly coming back. They would not have done this and let this be the last time we see Big E in WWE in the ring. He's clearly coming back. Why? I don't know. But the New Day is dead. Let's just officially say this now. You can make sure you timestamp it. The New Day is officially dead because there ain't no way you can bring the New Day back after this. The New Day is probably the longest faction in WWE history. Longer than DX, Evolution, Bloodline. Who else you want to call out? I think the New Day is probably the longest running group. Whether you want to call them a group or a faction, the New Day is the king. There ain't been nobody that lasted longer than even if you said a Four Horsemen, they got different versions of Four Horsemen. But the New Day had it. But it's over with. The shit is done. No more pancakes. No more of that tap dancing trombone stuff. It's time to get real. Now, whether this works for Kofi, I'm gonna tell you why. Let me not say wonder. It's not gonna work for them. Kofi is a horrible heel. Kofi trying to be a heel is the worst thing I've seen. Like, it's not gonna work, okay? But we're gonna see how it goes. Xavier Woods could be a heel. Kofi ain't got the juice to be a heel. But we're gonna see where it goes. But the day is officially over with.
Oh man, it's a lot to unpack from that. That is a tough talk with your boy LP Roosevelt. What do you think about that tough talk, man? Does he have some valid points?
LP's the type of dude that'll go in the restaurant, order his food, and come back and it's wrong 5 times, and then he'll go in the kitchen and cook his own food and complain the entire time. You can't please LP for nothing. For the longest time, man, the New Day, they need to stop tap dancing and throw pancakes, and then the minute they do it, man, that was the dumbest thing they should have done. You been off doing the tap dancing, throwing pancakes. Like, bro, what do they got to do to make you smile? Like, buy you a Happy Meal or something? Like, good grief. Oh, I think this is a really good move for the New Day. Yes, we did not see it coming. No, we will not see Big E anymore. They needed Big E to come out there for them to do that, for the fans to really get behind the factor of them being heels together. Because it's not going to work with them fighting each other the entire time, because it's not working with what's Damian Priest and Finn Balor. It's not working. When you have a faction that has been around each other for so long, you'll say, oh, brothers fight, da da da. It's not working. Jimmy and Jay didn't work. The last time something like that actually worked was Owen Hart and Bret.
No, I would say Undertaker and Kane, but they're not really brothers.
They're not really brothers.
I digress.
Yeah. Okay, Undertaker and Kane, great, wonderful. But having them fight against each other wasn't going to work. I think the whole idea, and they've been talking about this for a very long time, is that they just did not have that factor of getting angry, finally getting angry. And Xavier Woods said that to Kofi Kingston. Kofi said, man, if he wasn't, you said, what if I wasn't what? If I wasn't who? What you going to do? Get angry? You finally going to get angry? I think this is what he needed in order to really push it. You know what I mean? Like, them fighting each other wouldn't have worked. Not whatsoever. Them turning on Big E made it work. Now the fans are doing it. Now they got exactly what they wanted. They want the fans to really get behind them and boo the shit out of them. That's what you want. That's what you want from really good heels. You want the heels to be booed. We got too many Kevin Owens fans who don't care what he do. They're going to cheer or they're going to, clap or boo or whatever. And they do it at the wrong times. When he's doing some really dastardly shit and he's beating people up in the backstage, they're laughing and they're smiling. They're happy. Yeah, please. Thank you, Kevin Owens. But when we go out there and he's doing really good shit and he's tagging with Randy Orton, he high-fiving, he's shaking. Oh, boo, we don't like you. Blah, blah, blah. So this is what they needed. And this is what we need in some really, really good heels. We need heels that can go out there. We talk about them all the time. Soggy ass Dominic. He's a really good heel because he gets the heat that he needs, and he does not need to do much. New Day is in an era of their careers where they should not need to do much anymore. They can go out there and get on the mic. You guys can boo the shit out of them. They never say anything. Works for me. I'm still getting $1,000. I'm still getting $1,000 an hour. So works for me. That's my opinion. But I just don't know, LP. Like, what do we got to do to make you happy, bro?
See, the thing is, it gotta make sense, right? And I know I have been one of the main ones that wanted to see them do something different. You didn't have to turn them a heel to make them do something different. Which we're gonna see how it go. But what's next? They're heels, but unless Big E come back or whatever, or they attack somebody or something else, what's going to be next? The thing with WWE writing right now that I have a problem with is they just flipping switches on people and they don't really do nothing with it. You got New Day's a heel. Are they gonna go for some belts? Are they gonna try to get a tag belts? Or are they gonna, which I'm pretty sure they're not, because the whole thing they supposed to be talking about individual gold. You know, are they gonna be looking at Gunther? Or are they gonna be looking at who got the belt over there? Is it not Braun Strowman? Is it Braun Breaker stick about the belt? Or?
Yeah,
Braun Breaker has the U.S. title. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, are they
I'm
gonna
saying
split?
they're the Continental title. My bad.
Yeah. So are they gonna split them up? What are you gonna do? Like now you got these guys hated, but now what? And that's where WWE messes up every time. They don't know about what's the next step. I said that shit in the comments in the inbox. The Wyatt Six got beat by the freaking Miz and the damn whatever the third element or whatever the hell that damn called.
The Final Testament.
The Final Testament. Now, at this point, by now, y'all said let it cook, let them cook, give them time. I told y'all the Wyatt Six won't gonna do shit because they don't know what to do with the Wyatt Six. Now they one minute they destroyed every single person in Gorilla, and now they're getting beat by the damn New Testament. Like either they're gonna be dominant or they're not gonna be dominant. And Uncle Howdy got beat by one move and he got hit in the face with some baby powder or whatever the hell the damn hit is. Like,
He's LeBron his ass.
Bray Wyatt would have ate that and would have kept on coming. So it's like either y'all gonna do something with it or you're not. So again, WWE don't know what to do with people once they put them to a certain. Damian Priest, let's turn him heel. I mean, let's turn him a face. Damian Priest is not a good face, and I like Damian Priest, but he was better with a Judgment Day. I don't like Rhea. I mean, I know y'all probably think I want everybody to be villains, but I prefer Rhea as a heel. I don't like her as a face. Like some people, you flipping these switches, but then you don't have nothing to do with them. But guys like KO, is he a heel? Is he a face? He KO. He a lot like Stone Cold. Gunther, is Gunther really a heel? Is he a face? He kind of tiptoeing. He's him. Certain characters can be neither one of them, and that's why I think they're different. When you say KO is not a heel and KO is not a face.
All right, so this is my problem with. I ain't gonna say this is my problem with. This is the thing that confuses a lot of people when it comes to heels and baby faces. The people that they're making baby faces don't look like baby faces. They don't look like good people. They don't act like good people. And so when you try to make a person like Rhea Ripley, who is probably a very nice person in person, but she doesn't look like a baby face. She's dark. She has tattoos. She has, an attitude. She has all this demon character behind her. And how is that a baby face?
It's relatable.
The only true baby faces that you actually have in the company that are stars is Bianca Belair. Because even if Bianca Belair had a darker character, she still looked at as a babyface. I don't think that she's really turned heel. Like really, really turned. She was, I guess she did the heel stuff in NXT, but she still was a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? Cody I guess he would be the closest thing to a white bread babyface. But even he muddles the line a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So,
real quick, we got a comment from Uncle Mo. Hey, shout out to Bobby Horn watching the show right now. For those who don't know who Bobby Horn is, he is the WWE legend, and he needs to be inducted in the Hall of Fame by now. Him and Uncle Big Vis from Men on a Mission. He says belts don't make the team, no matter what they're going past the mid card. you can't write long storylines for more than 6 people at a time.
Who was it in reference to? The New Day?
Yeah. New Day and any factions at all.
Well, I think that it's harder to keep people's attention on something. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, we are like, wrestling fans are like bloodthirsty people that's watching like gladiator fights. We want more. We give me more. We want more blood. We want more gore. We want more of all that stuff. So, wrestling is like feeding the beast. You know what I'm saying? It has this hunger and this thirst. And I think we crave more storyline. We have stars now. Right now, the roster for WWE looks better than this ever have, I would say, with pure talent. People who look like wrestlers. People who are athletic. People who are marketable. You know what I'm saying? I will say that. They have a bunch of athletes there. You know what I'm saying? The era that we grew up, all the wrestlers look like my daddy and them. They look, old school, big guys, you know what I'm saying? All muscles up top. And that era is kind of shifted now to you have a lot of smaller wrestlers that are performing. And AEW does a great job, I will say, of letting smaller wrestlers shine. WWE used to do that. I don't know what happened to it. They got rid of the cruiserweight division, which make no sense to me, because that was the only time for those type of wrestlers to be able to showcase what they're doing. Now, I think they transitioned that to the Speed Championship. Am I wrong, Roosevelt?
No, you're not wrong.
Same type of concept?
Yes.
So if you got the Speed Championship, either put that shit on TV or just go ahead and call it the Cruiserweight belt and keep it pushing and give the other guy something to fight for.
Well, that would be a good way to segue into the next topic would be the WWE ID, in which they're going to have a lot of independent wrestlers coming into WWE, and it's actually going to have its own little spot in terms of doing shows and putting on matches and things like that. And they have a lot of smaller guys in this program, in which we'll be able to see more of a cruiserweight style. One of the guys coming from North Carolina and came from the same school as Javon Evans is Jackson Drake, who is down there now, who is making his way through the WWE ID program. So I'm interested to see how that's all going to play into everything that WWE has going on with WWE LFG, WWE ID, WWE NXT, and whatever else they may have coming up in the next couple of months.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great that they do have these development programs, and then they're actually connected with these independent wrestling schools. It gives a lot of people hope. You know what I'm saying? Only for it to be crushed when they get on TV, main roster.
Well, I don't even call it hope. It gives them push. You know what I mean? It gives them push.
Okay.
You can sit around and hope that you're going to make it, through one of these programs or something like that. But you should more so, and this is my advice to a lot of young wrestlers that are out there and is looking forward to getting ID. Don't look at it as a hope that you want to get a chance to get out there and do your thing. Look at it as a push. Look at it as a motivation for you to get your ass up off your couch, get in the gym, get in a wrestling ring, train, get in one of these schools that are legit and actually have a strong following behind them, and get yourself out there and be seen. Utilize WWE ID, WWE LFG as an opportunity to kind of understand what is out there, what is it they're looking for, what it is you need to do to make yourself better and more marketable, and to be able to come back if you have to come back and say, you know what, I was there, I got a taste of it, I smell the air, I know what I need to do, I know what they want, and I'm going to go out here and grind and do exactly what it is I need to do to go out there and get it. A lot of these guys, like Javon Evans, we talk about him all the time, but this kid has only been in the business for a very short amount of time, and he's very young. So a lot of these guys, they talk about guys who have been doing it for 15, 20 years and are just now making it into the WWE. Motor City Machine Guns is an example of guys who just made it into WWE after a very long time. LA Knight is another one who has been grinding, and he's like, I think he's almost is the same age as I am, who just made it into the WWE, who has been out there grinding and busting his ass just to get that opportunity. So take this opportunity to say, you know what, I know exactly what I need to do, and I know how to get there. I just got to figure out a way to stay there.
Absolutely. LP, man, what do you think about the WWE ID program?
I think it's good if it's just like Roosevelt was just saying, giving anybody the opportunity, even if you don't even go through with it, or even if you don't ever get picked, you get the opportunity to get your feet wet, and then you see how much more you want to push it. Same thing with Tough Enough. I wasn't the biggest fan of Tough Enough, but I did like what Tough Enough did, and I think it brought a lot of stars. Even a lot of the people who didn't win Tough Enough, you can watch some of the earlier seasons, and then you go back and when you rewatch it, you be like, damn, Maven won, but then you go back and you see all the other people who still end up being in WWE that didn't even make it to the finals. I think every Tough Enough. I was looking at they were doing you remember when they first did the Raw Diva search for the very first time, the woman Christy Hemme won. Christy Hemme won it, but there was like 4 or 5 girls who didn't win that end up coming to the WWE eventually. So sometimes it's about being seen, and then you might not make it, but somebody like, look, I can see potential in you. Just keep my number, and stay in contact with me, and it'll come back around. So I think with that, I think that's a pretty good opportunity. People just gotta take advantage of it and get whatever you can get out of it. Even if you get nothing, just get seen and go from there.
Absolutely. And then if WWE makes this show, and this is a good transition, they have Saturday Night Main Event that's coming up, man, and I think that gives wrestlers another slot to be able to be on TV and showcase their talent, and maybe that's a great opportunity to bring up some young up and coming talent. Maybe do some squash matches with somebody, or you can bring up NXT talent, and then they can be showcased on that platform as well. LP, do you remember the old school Main Event?
Oh yeah, man. Back then we watched. Well, people seem to forget they brought Saturday Night Main Event back one time before. It didn't last. I don't think it worked. I don't know if the ratings weren't good, but this is not the first time they brought it back since back in the days. It was a very short time it was brought back. I don't know if it was one night or it was something, but they did it before. But yeah, Saturday Night Main Event, man, this is when we used to watch it as a family. Like my mama and daddy and sisters, we would sit there and watch. That was even if you weren't even a wrestling fan, because it was on regular TV. You didn't have to have cable to watch it or whatever. And that was a really good way people got to watch wrestling. I think sometimes people get confused. Not confused. I think people get locked in on the cable aspect, but everybody ain't got cable. Like, when I didn't have cable, Ring of Honor was my damn show. Ring of Honor came on about 4 or 5 times a day. They'll replay, it'll come on at 11 in the morning, then they'll replay it again at night. And if you ain't got cable, that's how I seen Damian Priest. That's how I seen a whole lot of people buy, Ring of Honor. So if you put wrestling on a non-cable, and I don't even know if is it gonna be on NBC again?
I think it's gonna be NBC or one of the big channels.
Yeah, that's where it normally is. But yeah, you would think that
NBC, CBS.
You put something like that on regular TV, you can build your fan base up. I'm pretty sure it might not be hard. It's probably hard to get wrestling on regular TV, but even like AEW, they should have put something on regular TV and get people interest sparked. And then they might be like, follow them or whatever. But yeah, I can't. I'm gonna try it out and see how it is. see if it's going to be any different. But they got to make it different than Raw, and it got to be different than SmackDown. I don't know how you're going to do that because it seems like to me most of the stuff that they're doing is the matches from storylines that's already going on. I think Saturday Night Main Event was its own thing back in the days. It just had a different feel. So it's going to be hard for them to try to get a different feel, if that makes sense.
Well, they got Jesse the Body Ventura on there, man, as commentator. So I think that feel of what you're talking about is having, some of these old school personalities come in and it's going to almost feel like a throwback or like a retro show, paying homage to the past. But it does need to be something brand new. And to be honest with you, that's a great platform for you to be able to put the Speed Championship and do something with that other than putting it on Twitter or whatever the platform they have on X. But yeah, I like it, man. I think it'll have an old school retro feel. I love Jesse the Body Ventura, and when he did commentary back in the day. Now I'm not sure how his commentary is going to be now because it's been a while since he's done it. But we'll see, man. I'm excited to see. Hopefully, it's a great show. Hopefully, it gives it. These wrestlers another platform to be able to showcase their talent. You know what I'm saying?
I hope they take some. I'm sorry. I hope they take some of the stars. They got a lot of stars. I wish they would take some of the stars that they don't really utilize like they should, and let that be their show, and kind of like a third brand. Like I said again, I don't know if this is going to happen every Saturday. Is it going to be on every Saturday? This is a one done. Does anybody know? Because I don't know.
Yeah, this is a one time deal. This is going to be like a PLE, but it's going to be
okay.
PLE that's going to be featured on Peacock and NBC. Just really quick, just to run down some of the matches that are happening. That is advertised as of right now. It's the Women's United States Championship. Bayley or Chelsea Green versus Mi Chen or Tiffany Stratton, and those deciding factors will happen this Friday on SmackDown as we find out who are going to be the finalists for that tournament. The next match is going to be the Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky, and Io Sky has been really tearing it up here recently. I don't really foresee Io taking the belt with Liv Morgan having Raquel Rodriguez in her corner. And of course, Dirty Dom as well. The World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. This has the makings to steal the show, in my opinion, because all three of them have like different styles of how they compete in the ring, and all three of them have a story behind them. They have history within each other from other companies as well as WWE. Then you have Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre, which is pretty much a grudge match at this point. Drew has just come back and he's been the same. He's the same old Drew McIntyre. He's just mad at everybody for why he's not where he's at. So good luck with that.
The fact that Sammy got attacked twice and the OG bloodline ain't do shit to help him. Tells me everything that I need to know about if this OG bloodline storyline is going to keep on going. I don't see it. I think it was just a ploy from Roman. I don't even know where the bloodline storyline is going to go. I'm pretty sure they're going to stretch this whole thing out, and it's going to be bloodline at WrestleMania. But
and then you have the undisputed WWE Championship of Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. And I believe they're going to showcase the old style WWE Championship for this match, just for one night only. I saw a teaser video of Triple H and Cody Rhodes. He opened up a little box and it was like all this light in his face, like oh. So that's gonna be really interesting to see, and it's gonna be really cool to see, in my opinion, because if I'm not mistaken, it would be the same belt that Dusty Rhodes was supposed to have won, but it got stripped right back from him. In the independents, we call it the Dusty Finish. So I'm really interested to see him walk out with that belt for one night only and to represent his family the way Dusty Rhodes should have done long time ago.
Yeah, we still on this. We still on Dusty Road thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it, LP. Right there, I was about to say it. Like, dude, how long are you gonna drag this daddy story out, bro? Like, let it go, Lester. Let it go.
Yeah, like
I mean,
like
that's my opinion. Like, they haven't said that's what it was, but that's where I feel like that's where they're going.
Oh, you need to state if it's your opinion or not, sir. I'm thinking that's
I
factual.
mean, but I mean, it only makes sense. You know, if they have him standing there looking at this case and it looks like there's a belt in there, it only makes sense for it to be the belt that his daddy's supposed to have one.
I'm pretty sure it is, but yeah, I mean, they got to. Cody doesn't have a character. Like he since he's been back, he doesn't have. He had more of a character when he was Stardust. I mean, let's keep it a buck. This whole daddy shit. Like even Gunther said it. Like, dang, how long can you ride on this? What is Cody Rhodes outside of his daddy stuff? Or his, I get it, his legacy, but that's like if The Rock would have kept on bringing up Rocky Johnson. Like, damn, we get it. That's your daddy. Your daddy wrestler. Like no other wrestler has been able to do that shit. Ted DiBiase didn't keep on. He used his daddy a little bit. He brought Virgil back. But go ahead.
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte. You hold up before you speak on the damn queen. Before you speak on the queen, Charlotte Flair made a name for herself. Okay. Don't you mention the queen. You see how people feel about Beyonce? I'm in the Charlotte Kingdom, Big Beehive. I'm in that shit. Okay. You don't speak on the queen that way, sir.
Peace.
Charlotte made her own name.
Charlotte made her own way eventually, but she did. Now don't get that's like act like at the beginning. Now she didn't use daddy. Let's keep it honest. When she first started,
she didn't use daddy. Everybody else was using daddy against her.
She used daddy. Daddy was even in some of her storylines. Let's be honest. And then she started proving that she could do her own stuff, but she used daddy too.
Let's not forget the part about when he's supposed to been getting some girl pregnant or something like that.
Lacey Evans. The whole thing with Lacey Evans. Come on now.
Yeah. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, but she has carved her stuff after the fact. But Cody, like, damn, Cody, like, bro, I don't want to hear about you. I really want Christian to show up one time and be like, let's talk about your daddy. Let Christian do one of his damn promos on him and his fucking daddy, man, bro. Like, and it's hurting Cody Rhodes. I heard this on TikTok today. I was scrolling, and they were saying they heard that Roman is not even going to be part of Saturday Night Main Event because Cody is, because they trying to get some attention on Cody. I don't know how true that is because I haven't really took the time to really look it up. But
I'm gonna keep it a buck. When the last time Cody closed the SmackDown?
Shit, when the last time Cody wrestled a pay-per-view? I mean, but it ain't Cody's fault. It's Triple H. It's Triple H and them fault. I think you wanted Cody to get the belt. Cody got the belt, but they didn't. Again, after that, what's next? They're not building up no real story. Like, he has not been in a real storyline. The biggest closest he been to a storyline than the shit he just did with Roman not too long ago. He don't have his own storyline. Even this thing with KO,
it's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weak. Like, where is his storyline at? Like, I don't know. I think all the storylines lame because even the whole bloodline shit, they don't even know where they're going with that. Sooner or later, Solo and Roman gonna have to wrestle, and whoever win get the
follow.
Yeah, they got to do that. That's why I like War Games. To me, was pointless. Like, War Games had only thing they did in War Games was break people's feet and ankles for no damn reason. Like, that's the only thing they got out of War Games was broken bones. Like, they had no. We thought this whole bloodline, OG bloodline versus bloodline, was gonna be some big thing, and it really wasn't. Nobody was bleeding. Like, nobody. That should have been the old school War Games with NWO. I'm not NWO with the Four Horsemen and stuff. Everybody bleeding. You know, they trying to get out of this PG thing. Not one person was bleeding. Like, it should have been a fight. and they just didn't do it. Them spots didn't mean nothing to me. I didn't get hyped at none of them spots. Like they really should have been beating the shit out of each other. So
I will say that the match ended up being good. Now, the thing that I still and I know why CM Punk was put in that place to be able to interact with Paul Heyman to get him a spot at WrestleMania. Okay. Now that that's said, the whole CM Punk joining the Bloodline situation made no sense to me. And then you're right, there was no reward at the end of it. At least the last War Games, Sammy had to earn the trust of the family. And I think that was the main story. That was a feel good moment. After this this War Games, I was like, oh, the match was good. It told the story, but where do you go here from here? All right, so Roman beat, the OG Bloodline beat the new Bloodline, but so what? The new Bloodline been whooping the OG Bloodline ass for weeks. And that one victory is supposed to mean something, and he still ain't got the Ula power? Damn, makes sense.
They should have had it where whoever won War Games could use the name Bloodline. Like something like that would have made more sense.
Something like that, some type of a stipulation.
Yeah, they didn't do. They're not doing a good. I mean, I swear, I just think I'm taking crazy pills. Like I just see a lot of the stuff that everybody else be trying to get hyped about. Like they're not Triple H or the writers they're not doing a good job on a lot of this stuff right now. The CM Punk thing, it made more sense for CM Punk than Seth Rollins when they broke it down afterwards. But that's still, I just felt like CM Punk kind of shoehorned in it because even though people wanted Brock Lesnar wouldn't have made no sense either. Why would Brock Lesnar help Roman? Like that wouldn't have made no sense even if it was Brock. Like they didn't have nobody else but CM Punk, and being that CM Punk was a Paul Heyman guy, I think that's the only way that they could write it. And now CM Punk in his favor, so he could headline WrestleMania. It plays into that. But even look at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins don't even got nothing going on right now. Even CM Punk is making him look stupid right now. To be honest,
CM Punk buried his ass.
Them promos is really hurting people. Like I know that's part of the game. But CM Punk really made him look bad this week. He already been looking bad any damn way because he ain't been doing shit. But that promo hurt. I was like, damn, bro, put some icy hot on that burn, bro.
Yeah, he was eating his ass up, and the thing is, Seth needs something to do now.
Yeah.
First of all, shout out to Shinsuke Nakamura for winning the U.S. title. He took it away from LA Knight. LA Knight's, I'm going to speak on it for a second and then I'm going to get back to what we were talking about. But LA Knight's title reign was lackluster. And I liked LA Knight when he first started, and then I just started seeing the holes in his character. And I'm like, he ain't nothing but a catchphrase. And I hated watching him wrestle. Every time he wrestled, I just felt like I had to go to the bathroom. I hate to say it, but I don't like his in-ring work. Maybe it's just me. And I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I was happy to see that Shinsuke came back with a new character that was darker, new presence. He changed his music and everything. And he won the United States title. I think that Shinsuke is going to do a great job. And he is dangerous, more dangerous than ever. We was talking about where Shinsuke Nakamura, he came back. And, he has a great character. And he has the black mist. Or whatever color mist that he decided to spit out. I absolutely love the mist. That was my favorite move from watching Tajiri and the great Muda do the mist. So I'm happy that that's there. So shout out to Shinsuke Nakamura. But let's go on to the next topic.
All right, real quick. So the next topic is WWE's NXT Deadline PLE that just happened this past Saturday. And again, I sing the praises of this young man all the time. Javon Evans really went out there and got busy. He got bouncy. That's what he does in the Iron Survivor match. And the Iron Survivor match is a really unique style of match. It's 25 minutes on a time clock, and you got to score as many falls as you can. And the biggest thing to take away from that is if you get pinned or submitted, you have to go into a penalty box for 90 seconds. And there was a lot of different factors that happened in this match that really kept you on the edge of your seats. Because, you could have a situation where you have several stars, several of the competitors in the match would have the same amount of falls. So you could have, potential having a sudden death after the time had expired, in which that did not happen. But Javon almost got to a point where he almost won the match. Shout out to Obafemi, who did win the match and goes on to compete against
Trick
Williams for the NXT Championship, which is going to be one hell of a fight because Obafemi is not no pushover. And Trick is pretty much trying to showcase the fact that he is that guy in NXT. Go ahead, Brian.
Obafemi is a star. Obafemi is what WWE and Vince McMahon wanted Omos to be. I think that Obafemi is going to be great. I'm not sure how he is going to translate to the Monday Night Raw or the SmackDown crowd. But in NXT, he is the absolute problem. I think that they are going to have Obafemi put on a great match with Trick Williams. Obafemi taking that belt, they're going to move Trick Williams over to probably more than likely SmackDown, and that's where Romero Days is. And Trick Williams will probably be better received on SmackDown. Obafemi is a star, man, and I think that he's poised and he's great. Hopefully, he gets some good writing, some good storytelling, and his character translates well. But right now, Trick Williams and Obafemi, they're going against each other. I think that match is going to be absolute fire. I can't wait to see it. The villain of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I know you don't watch NXT, but do you know who Obafemi is?
Nah, I don't know who that is.
All right, just think of M'Baku in WWE. My fault. My fault. Yeah, just think of M'Baku. If M'Baku was a wrestler in WWE, that's who Obafemi is. That's probably my closest proximity to what the character is.
That is very accurate.
Yeah. My fault. Yeah, man.
The competitors in that match is Obafemi, Ethan Page, Javon Evans, and two other yahoos. I can't remember. Nathan
Fraser,
and who was the fifth guy?
Nathan Fraser and
Obafemi, Javon, Ethan Page, Nathan Fraser.
Whoever, it don't matter. They ain't winning. Shout out to Obafemi. Shout out to Over. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited. I'm excited for what the future holds and what the future will look like.
It was Wesley.
Oh, Wesley. Shout out to Wesley. He slapped the shit out of Siobhan. Why you slap your boy like that, man? He just took it. You know what I'm saying? He just took it. He said, "Oh, you gonna learn." He was trying to tell him, "Hey, you can't be around here smiling, jiving, dancing like LP say." You know what I'm saying? They gonna look at you like a joke, and they gonna treat you like a joke. So that slap from Wesley was like a reality slap. Like, hey, young buck, I'm trying to teach you, and if you ain't learned yet, you gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today. And then shout out to the women's Iron Survivor match. Julia was the winner of that match, and that match was a lot more intense than the women's match because every single competitor.
Julia?
Yes, Julia. She was the winner of that match, and that match had every single competitor have one pinfall, and Julia scored the very last pinfall with seconds left in the match to keep it from going into a sudden death situation. And then Trick Williams versus gosh, what is his name? Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland was a really good match. They really told the story of the injury with Trick Williams' neck. That one spot where he got himself twisted up in between the ropes with his neck. I was like, oh my gosh, get him out of there. He's gonna die. It ain't no coming back from that. But Trick Williams was able to find a way to come back from that. Because, man, that shit it was so uncomfortable watching.
Have you ever seen somebody or yourself being caught up in the ropes like that?
Not like that. Nope, not me. You won't get me to do it. Them ropes is tight, okay? And to just have your leg caught up in it like Damian Priest did that one time when he went to go do that dive over the top rope. It's one thing, but to have your neck lodged in between it, and the only way to really get out is to flip your body back over, because you really can't stronghold those ropes apart. You really got to figure out a way to relieve that pressure and to get yourself out of there. And then shout out to Ridge Holland for actually not doing anything during that situation, because that is a very, very tight spot to really be in and to not really continue doing any type of action in that moment, because it is so easy for a serious injury to happen.
Isn't that how Nick Foley lost his piece of his ear? Getting caught up in the rope?
Yeah. So, and then who was it? Was it Bobby Lashley who almost got decapitated? He fell between the ropes and his neck almost got flipped off.
Braun Breaker.
Yes, but it was somebody else.
Braun Breaker. I mean, a lot of people have had that spot before, and it's been nasty. I remember the time that Enzo Amore, when he was wrestling, he had got slid under the ropes, and I guess a piece of his head. And they were really terrified of the thing that he had got injured. So I've seen a lot of people get caught up in the ropes, and a lot of people don't realize that there's nothing soft about those ropes. And a lot of the times it's like chains, right, or cables within those within the ropes themselves.
It's cables. It could be some ropes, like really wood ropes. But the main thing around it is that that rubber around it is really strong rubber. So when you hit those ropes, they hurt. If you get somebody that's going to WWE's ropes are really, really tight, really, really tight. So to get in there and get caught up in those things is not fun. Not fun. It's not fun on the Indies. So I know it's not fun on WWE.
Yeah. You ever wrestled a show with some loose ass ropes?
Yes, I have. And it is horrible. It makes everything look terrible. I'm serious. Like the moment you send somebody off to the ropes and they got to come off, it looks so terrible. Just getting in the ring. Whenever I have a situation like that, when I get to a show, I check the ring, I check the ropes, I make sure everything is good before I even do anything. Before the show goes on, I'm like, hey man, y'all gotta tighten that. I'm not getting in the ring with no ropes that's that loose, because I like to do some high flying shit every now and then. I like to do springboards and stuff. You know what I mean? I like to do cross bodies. Sometimes I throw an elbow drop in there. And if I know if I can get on top of that rope and it's loose and there's a potential of me getting hurt, nah, either fix it or my match is going to be very simple in playing. I'm not utilizing the ropes. And it's so easy to fall between the ropes and fall on the outside because it's so loose. So, yeah, I've been on shows like that, and I let it be known. I'm not getting in that ring.
Yeah, ring safety is important, man. We've seen some pretty bad accidents. I think losing your ear to the ropes is pretty damn bad. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been banged up and towed apart by the ropes, man. Especially on the Indies. I see some loose ass ropes on the Indies, but tighten up your rope, people. Tighten up your rope. Oh man, fellas. Oh man, this was a great show. Real quick, man, we had the and you were a part of it. Talk about the event that just happened, man. Only the good die young in Nightsdale. That was a great card, man, that they had. Talk about that event real quick.
Oh yeah, standing room only. It was at a CrossFit gym in Nightdale, North Carolina. It was an amazing event. Shout out to Christian. You guys have seen him come on the show every now and then as a guest host. And from top to bottom, every match had its place on the card. We saw Mark James become the new NBW champion. We saw Maverick Vo become the new Hyperdrive champion. He defeated CJ Evans because Blade Brown was not able to compete due to an injury. So he had to relinquish the title, and Maverick Vo went on to compete against a newcomer, CJ Evans, and was able to walk away with the Hyperdrive Championship. So shout out and congratulations to Maverick Vo. And I also ended up getting in the ring myself. Wasn't planning to, but cards subject to change, and you always have to be ready, so you don't ever have to get ready. So I showed up to the show, and I was there to be a commissioner for the Hyperdrive Championship, and the powers that be of Newborn Wrestling was asking if I could be in part of the 6-man scramble match. And one of the other guys got pinned. At least I didn't get pinned. But it was an amazing show. The fans, as they were walking out the door, they was telling us, it was amazing event. They can't wait for the next one. I believe the next one is in March of 2025. So you guys be on the lookout. Follow Newborn Wrestling on their Facebook page and their Instagram to find out when their next event is going to be. And speaking of events, should we tell them?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet.
They don't deserve it. Not yet.
Literally drooling at the lips.
Yeah, we'll wait on that. But yeah, we got some big things. But first of all, how many podcasts, wrestling podcasts, do you know got their own champions? And I put our champions up against antibodies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't hanging with us. Till you get your own champions, don't talk to us. You know what I mean? We're on a different level with it, Jack. Yeah. But shout out to Maverick Vo, man, for winning. And, I think he's going to be a great hyperdrive champion, Maverick Vo. I call him the shotgun shogun, you know what I'm saying? Because one shot, and it feels like you got hit 8 times. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I call him the shotgun shogun, but he goes by the shogun. Young talent, great young talent, brilliant young man. He's an actor. He's a wrestler. Very versed in martial arts, and he is now your best damn wrestling hyperdrive champion, man. So shout out to Maverick Vo. Congratulations to you, sir, and I can't wait to see the great things that you do defending that title. And shout out to Blade Brown, man. Blade came on the show last week, and Maverick and Blade had an interesting interaction. So I'm a little bummed that I didn't get to see these two go at it. But in the future, I do see Blade Brown coming back to get his title that he never lost from Maverick Vo. And when these two finally do lock up, it is going to be a banger.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I seen the clip from the show, man, and when you tried to strip away the belt from Blade, man, the crowd went crazy. They turned against your ass like you were Dirty Dominic.
They telling me faster than they turn on New Day.
Yeah, they almost blew your ass out the building.
And the biggest thing is something that we talk about all the time is like having a fan base and a draw. And the biggest draw was, and I'm gonna be honest, it was the entire show, but most of the fans were there to see Blade Brown and Maverick Vo do battle for the Hyperdrive Championship. But business is business. And as I stated there in the show, I would rather the fans come see a 100% Blade Brown take on a 100% Maverick Rowe. And that way there's no room for excuses. There's no room for woe is me or anything. Not saying either one of these men would do that. But the fans are very fickle. The fans would be the ones to say, oh, well, he beat him because he had injury. Well, I tried to keep him from fighting while he had an injury. But y'all wanted it when you wanted it.
Oh, bloodthirsty ass fans.
You want it when you want it, not when I can give it to you. Okay? I'm trying to give you good products, good matches, and you want to complain and you ain't get it when you wanted it. Well, you get when I tell you to. Okay. Yeah, they turned on me real quick. But they love me. They love me when I went in there for my match. They didn't like the fact that I took the belt from them, but they loved me when I went in there and kicked everybody's ass. So
I hated your ass too. I said, why you do that to my boy? Blade is a great champion, man, and I know that I see a lot more championships in his future, man. Any show would be lucky to get a talent such as Blade Brown. So heal up, Blade Brown, and once you get back on there, I know you're gonna tear heads off and bite a lot of asses. You're gonna take everybody's spot. You know what I'm saying? Because you are the alpha dog. So shout out to Blade Brown, man, a true champion, man. And shout out to Maverick Rowe, a champion. Shout out to the new heavyweight champion, man. Your boy, man, he came on the show. You got to have a little bit of love for the boy, the brute, Mark James, man. So shout out to Mark James for winning his championship. He's the newborn heavyweight champion. And I think he's going to do a great job defending that belt. It's going to be hard for anybody to come and take that off of him because he is a professional ass whoop. You know what I'm saying?
I know a guy.
You know a guy? You know a guy that knows a guy? All right, well, we'll see. We shall see. Oh, man. Listen, it was an absolute great show. Beautiful people, thank you for joining us like it does each and every week and supporting us and supporting our growth, man. Since our inception, you have been following us and supporting us, and we love you and appreciate you for it. Real quick, Roosevelt, what you guys going on and where can the people find you?
Yeah, I actually got a show coming up this Saturday in Ferguson, North Carolina, where I'll be defending the Square Circle Championship against White Mike. And don't let his name fool you. This man is serious. He can really get busy in the ring. I've had bouts against him before early in his career, and he has grown since then. But why are you making that face?
I'm just keep talking.
But it's definitely planning to be an amazing event. Jody Johnston and Square Circle Champions always put on amazing events, and they always sell out. I'm talking like they have people standing at the door frame watching the show because there's no room inside the building. And I hope the fire marshal is not watching and hearing that I just said that because we don't need them coming to shut us down. Okay. But we don't
need the water, let the mother burn. Go ahead.
it do be people standing outside the door trying to peek their heads inside just to see what's going on. So it's going to be an amazing fight. I can't wait. I'm excited. And that is going to be my last show for the year of 2024 and moving into 2025. Big things coming up in 2025. Big team brethren. I have the next SOAR wrestling show coming up January 4th in Dallas, Texas. So I will be flying out for that to put boots to faces and defend my SOAR heavyweight championship. Got a bunch of companies in outside the United States that are in talks with me right now. Going to the UK in February, going to Canada in the summer, and making some plans to go to Germany again and Puerto Rico. So we'll see how everything plays out. So be sure to catch up with me. And also, if you need fitness, you need to get in shape. It's your New Year's resolution. You resoluting to get in shape for the summer. Who better off to get you in shape than the one and only Roosevelt? Not only do I like to fight, I like to stay in shape, okay? And I like to help you get in shape. So contact me today, or I'm going to come to your house, and I'm going to beat up your daddy and your husband and your boyfriend, okay? If you don't want me to do that, then you contact me today and say, hey, Roosevelt, I'm in bad shape. My shoulders are big and wide, okay? I got a big back, and I want to get in shape. And I don't want you to beat up my husband or my boyfriend or my daddy. So help me. Help me. And I got you.
I just go ahead and book Roosevelt so your loved ones can be safe. Yeah. LPZ, what you guys going on and where can the people find you?
You can find me on One Click Photography Shoots on Instagram doing photo shoots. This weekend I'll be in Columbia, South Carolina. I have a gala that I will be presenting pieces in. This is not my show. I'm actually going to be showcasing the pieces that my breastplates and stuff that I make. So I will be in a designer for this show that's coming up this Saturday at Columbia. I'm pretty excited about that. That's my first time doing something outside on this aspect. So I'm excited about that and starting to gear up for next year like everybody else. And that's about it.
Oh man, so book LP for your next fashion shoot, birthday shoot. You know what I'm saying? If you got something that you want to present, you got a book that's coming out, you need some artwork, hit up your boy LP. You know what I'm saying? He is a fashion inato. A fashion inato. You know what I'm saying? This boy does it all. So book LP, go to One Click Photography Shoots and holler at your boy LP and say, hey, I want you to shoot me in the face. LP. My name is Brian Renegade. You can follow me on all platforms at Brian Renegade to see what I got going on. If you love food, you can go over to Phoenix Foodies and see what we got going on. We got a couple of fairs and a couple of restaurant reviews that's coming up on that. So if you love food, rock with your boy. You know what I'm saying? And check out Phoenix Foodies. Also, we got a website, the bestdamnwrestlingpodcast.com. You can go on there and check out some old episodes, picture gallery. You can see what LP got going on. He got a show called 101 with LP. So it's a link to that and all of LP's links and works. And then you can also book with Roosevelt on that website. If you want some fitness training or some wrestling training or some fight, boxing, MMA, whatever you need, you know what I'm saying, just click on the link and show Roosevelt some love. And you can also see some of our sponsors, and you can go over there and click on those sponsor tabs and see what kind of deals you can get with some of our sponsors. So we appreciate everybody. So just go over there and check out www.thebestdamnwrestlingpodcast.com and support your boys. Fellas, can't leave without doing the final word. Roosevelt, do you have a final word for the beautiful people?
I don't. I actually don't have a final word today.
Damn shame. All that gray on your beard and you ain't got no wisdom.
Man, it's the tooth, man. The tooth got me a little thrown off.
Yeah, use your tooth as a euphemism.
If it hurts that bad, pull it out.
There you go. That can go That can go sideways. I ain't gonna go into that, but
You know, all kinds of ways.
yeah, all kinds of ways. But then,
Look, take it however you need it.
don't take it how you need
Let
it.
it use
Don't
you.
don't take it. Take that. Don't take it. Oh man, LPZ. We got to go to the villain because the bad guys always got the best advice sometimes. LP, do you have a final word for the beautiful people?
I guess I just say, we coming up on a new year. So if you want to see different outcomes in the new year, make sure you make the changes that you need to make this year.
Absolutely. That is a great word from LP, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna echo that. My final word would be do not stop yourself from becoming the best version of yourself. Sometimes we can get out in our own way. Sometimes we can self-sabotage if things feel just a little bit too right. Sometimes we might have opportunities come to us and that we don't take advantage of, and just because we're getting in our own way or thinking a certain type of way. I think within this new year, I want to embrace more opportunities. I want to do things that scare me a little bit. I want to be brave and put my best foot forward. And I don't want to get in my way. You know what I'm saying? So that's my final word from the beautiful people, man. Don't stand in your own way, especially within 2025. You know what I'm saying? That's the final word from your boy, Brian Renegade. Gentlemen, thank you for being on this platform. If you want to follow us, you can go to our social medias. We got all kinds of social medias. Matter of fact, go to Roosevelt's TikTok, man. He's still looking to hit 10,000 followers on his TikTok. LP got a TikTok where he do movie reviews and talk about all kinds of stuff. It's juicy. It's all kind of juicy content on there for you, for LP. You know what I'm saying? LP, what's the next movie review you gonna do? Are you gonna go see Craven?
Say again?
You gonna go see Craven?
Hell no. I don't watch none of that bootleg Spider-Man stuff without Spider-Man in it. Damn. Sony only can get one Spider-Man back. That's Miles Morales. That's the only thing Sony make that I go see pertaining to Spider-Man. Nah, the next thing I go see in the movie probably. I don't even know what the next thing I'll be.
Craven, I'm gonna be honest with you. Craven was one of my favorite characters on Spider-Man, so I'm happy that they're doing it. But if it's going to look anything like the Morpheus movie, well, not Morpheus, what was it? Morbius?
Yeah, Morbius.
Horrible.
Morbius, Madam Web.
Madam Web was horrible.
I will say go see Gladiator too, because Denzel Washington did his thing in that movie.
Oh, you already seen that?
Yeah. I seen.
All right, so we gotta get him. Did you do a movie review on it?
No, not yet. I think I might have said one thing, but I didn't really do it. I'm about to get. I gotta get better because I'm about to start doing it more often.
All right, we need one, LP. We gotta see how your boy Denzel held up. You know what I'm saying? The whole Gladiator world. But yeah, so there's some good movies that's coming up in December. I think, to be honest with you, I think December and February, February, and May are best times for movies. You know what I'm saying? It's in the December time. It always has some really good movies. So I'm gonna go check out Craven because I like the Craven character. Hopefully, it's good. You know what I'm saying? But go check out some movie reviews from your boy, the villain of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. LP.
Hey, go check out Brothers Tormer too, because I'm gonna write this shit myself, because Roosevelt ain't never gonna put that shit out. So I'm gonna go ahead and write it. I'm gonna write it, and I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna produce it, and I'm gonna play all the roles. I'm gonna play the same role that Roosevelt played in the first one, and I'm gonna play the cop because he taking too long.
I'm just the actor. I didn't write the shit. That ain't my stuff.
You were the star. You were one of the stars.
I can't do nothing about that. And look, we need money to do this thing? You got money?
You got money. All you gotta do is go one episode. All you gotta do is do one episode of Raw, and you be able to finance your whole movie.
Shit.
Yeah. Just to translate, that's what people say. It ain't gonna never happen. Not me ever. When you elongate it, hit it one more time for me.
Shit.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
No matter of fact, you know what? You got the money. There's many fashion shows you produce. I mean, throw some money over this way.
I got until next year. I haven't produced one since last year, so I didn't do two. So yeah, you gotta wait on my comeback.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it ain't a setback; it's a comeback, Jack. Yeah. All right. Well, beautiful people, we can't hold you no longer. Thank you for watching us. Check us out on all the social medias. Check out The Villain. Check out Roosevelt. Check out your boy, Brian Renegade. Check out Chef Showtime whenever you get a chance, man. Shout out to Christian Randy, the Rain Man, Christian Randy. Congratulations for putting on a great event and more in your future. Yeah, we got to go. Real quick before we go, just enjoy this picture of The Rock dressed as Maui. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Disney. They put money behind it, boy. You know what I'm saying? The final boss. He doing final boss stuff, man. You know, he gonna go back to the franchise. Moana done made him a lot of money. Whole ton of money.
It's good that he got his daughters in it, so that's really cool.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. You can't get no better than that when you bring the family in there to make money with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Beautiful people, we love you like play cousins. We will see you next week on the next Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We bid you